Hi, it's Friday night, the 27th of November, and day 331 of my journey to business alignment. As I'm living the dream, things are getting even more and more exciting, especially as I get closer and closer to the day I go live with my website and launch it. Since today was the day after Thanksgiving Day, I'm having to rev things up a little bit. I'm trying to get back into sync. It's been a pretty lazy, easy-going day yesterday, and so I got to get back after it. And so my power statement for this morning said, today I'm going to work on all the thank you pages, get them all done and loaded up into WordPress, and that way Fahad can take their the URLs and link them up to the right pages so everything works and flows like it's supposed to. Hopefully get it done as soon as possible. Today's started off fantastically well, I must say, but then I got into Ontraport to work on the thank you pages and ran into a snag after snag after snag, and the chats took forever. Chats work this way. You can launch in and say, I'll be with you in a minute. It's usually 3 or 4 minutes, and then I send the question sitting there, and they say, let me research it, and then it goes back. So I've learned to do some multitasking while they're doing what they're doing. I don't just get a chat and get an answer and get on with it. It's a little unique that way. Anyhow, I'm getting ahead of myself, so here's what I had on my to-do list for today. My most important task for today was to get the thank you pages all done for all the product order forms. My fun task for today was to get Fahad all those links to connect those thank you pages to their product order pages. And my exciting task for today was to test the thank you page, the first one, so that I know that all of them work within the flowchart campaign. Click the edit, click preview, and boom, and away you go, to see that it's all working properly. Well, let's go through my end of the day success routine questions, and I'll get back to that. Man. Get honest with yourself today, Marty. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up and start your day strong and get up early? Yes, I did. For the day after Thanksgiving, I did. I started my morning with power. Won the morning, won the day. Right back at it. I did it on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day as well. Were you productive throughout your day? Yes, I was. Did you get the most important things done today? Well, I'll show you here. Friday, my to-do list are right there. I got those few highlighted ones. Got those done. And I got this page of extra tasks done, as you saw. Lots of stuff done. I got many, many most important things through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. I've got them done. Did you move your goals forward? I did. You just saw that. What about your personal time with Kathleen? We had a lot of time yesterday, but we still spent our Friday night date night. It was great. Watched a fun movie. Had a fun dinner. She was present for me. I was present for her. Next are the end of the day success routine accountability questions I ask myself. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, it's interesting. This morning I promised myself that I would jump on a chat with an Ontraport helper so they could help get me through this thank you page designing and setup process. But boy, oh boy, I never had such a challenge with the program before. Like I said, the learning curve is incredibly difficult. At least it has been for me of late. So, the next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new instant replay movies that came onto your screen or mind? Well, I watch my must-see TV favorite 5 movies every morning during my mindfulness time. What are they? My why, my vision, my coaching, my interviews, and my mastermind. Those are the 5 movies that go on my mind, imagining them all done. And of course, I then go right upstairs after my mindfulness time after breakfast, and I jump into things. Well, I didn't have any new called up instant replays because I had so many exciting things to get up to. I got right after it up into my office. Oh, the next question is, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing can I do better tomorrow? If the day goes sideways getting it done, you'd still feel like a success. Well, in promising myself this morning, I didn't complete and say that I can get them all done. I said I'd work through it and get those Ontraport folks to help me, and they did help me get one of those thank you pages done that I now has a template to copy. So, make the question, what's that one thing? Well, getting the remaining Ontraport tasks done as soon as possible is the one thing. It's the most important thing I can do going forward. And that is my focus. I'm going to stay on this every day until I get the website finished. Period. Bam. Slam. And go live with it. The one thing I can do better each day, though, going forward until the site's up, is to just keep doing what I've been doing for the last couple of months. And that's stay focused. Ontraport integrations. That's what it is right now. That said, my power statement for tomorrow is going to say, because I didn't finish designing all the thank you pages and getting them all working, I will hold off sending those URLs to Fahad to link them up to their respective product landing pages until I get that one perfected and get all the others set up. And then bam, link, 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 link. That's what I'm going to do. The next question for end of the day success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that you might have made today that I can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, I spent the entire day, like I said, trying to figure out how to design and how to figure out how to set it up and how to link it right and publish and to get it into WordPress and Ontrapages and get a thank you page properly set up so that I could duplicate it 12 more times. Of course, I had many, many, many mistakes and had to go back and correct and look and do. It didn't work. Look and do. It didn't work. Oh, and it worked. And times after times I got stuck. But I worked through it all until I got one finished and working today. Bam, done. And after many mistakes, corrections, and starting over and over again, and then chatting with helpers and helping them get things right, and then getting on another chat for a different issue with it, and then going over, I mean, it took the whole entire day. But I'm not calling these mistakes or failures. And that's because it's a learning curve. I knew it would be a learning curve. And you'd find out how much of a learning curve it is if you were doing that. I'm learning it though. I'm learning the system, and I'm actually enjoying the process, if you can believe that. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was getting the first thank you page all figured out and working. Bam! Done. I'm now ready to duplicate it 12 more times, which I'll do tomorrow, and then I'll have all those links that I can send to Fahad to link everything up. So, way to go, Marty. Good job. I should be able to do that, those thank you pages tomorrow and send Fahad those links. Anyway, my next end of the day success routine question asked me to rate my day's effort. I decided to give today's effort a 9. I worked at the speed of 9 all day, but because of all the issues I ran into and my mistakes and little go back and fixes in the chat taking too long, it slowed me down considerably. But like I said, I'm getting faster and faster at it, so I still put it as a 9 because I got a lot done, as you saw. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says the words we attach to our experience becomes our experience. Let me repeat that. The words we attach to our experiences one at a time, when we put words to them, they become the experience. Because this is true, we must be careful and most consciously choose the words we use carefully to describe our emotional states, or we will suffer the penalty of creating greater pain than is truly warranted or appropriate for that situation. We actually attract negative results into the portal of our mind and manifest them into the world of the physical if we're not careful to speak and think what we really want. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, which is the law of consistency in our words, which simply says to consciously control our lives, we need to consciously evaluate and improve our consistent vocabulary, what we speak, to make sure that it is pulling us in the right direction that we desire. Words matter. Words matter. Thoughts of words we create in our mind and then speak in our mouth and say how we feel, and it creates those emotions, and that causes us to take certain actions and do and think and act like and speak, and then we get those results. Hopefully it's all positive, so we have positive results. But if we're not careful, we speak into existence negative, and we get those negative results and create that neural path over and over again, and then it becomes a habit. We got to be very, very, very careful. In a very literal sense, our words that we use represent to us and others what our experience of life is. They often alter our perceptions and feelings. 3 people who experience the exact same experience can have all different feelings. One might feel rage, one might feel anger, and a third person might just feel annoyance. Obviously, their sensations are being changed by each of their translations into words, how they each view and translate into words what they're feeling. Our words are our primary tool for interpretation. The way we label our experiences immediately changes the sensations produced in our nervous system. Our words create a biochemical effect. Words are real physical things, firing off, creating feelings, make us do and think things. Next, I'm grateful for Aldous Huxley, who said, words form the thread on which we string our experiences. Words form the thread on which we string our experiences. When we complain about our lot in life, for example, or speak anxiously or use hateful words, we usually do so from a place of fear, as an example. So, the first step that we need to take in order to conquer this is to practice better self-awareness over the words that we use. Next time we open our mouths to complain or put ourselves or others down, we need to ask ourselves, why am I about to say this? Or why am I wanting to say this? How is this going to serve the best me or the better me and serve my happiness? We should ask ourselves these two important questions, and we will no doubt discover that we are in fact speaking out of fear. This is the fear that we are not good enough, the fear that we are in the wrong relationship, the fear that we're in a wrong career. Most importantly of all, we will realize that by voicing these fears in this way, we will be doing nothing for our business or our happiness. Our words can only make us feel worse, manifesting these fears into our lives with greater intensity. Man, we got to be careful. So let's choose our words bravely, consciously, and lovingly. Let us always speak from a place of love for ourselves, for our life, and for others. Our words are powerful. Our words equal our world, so we need to use them wisely. Be careful, be careful. Right thinking produces happiness. That's a good place to stop for tonight. I'll be right back here tomorrow night at my laptop, and I'm excited about it. But until then, I'm tired. I want to go to bed, and so I wish you all continued success. Good night.